Welcome back to another Tug Talk. This is episode 34. Let's talk some more MSF. I'm Sable.
I'm Biz. We're gonna get down to it, so drop some jets. Yeah.
Had a fun little day trip today. Went down to the river.
We did. We went to the same place we did last week, but we went to a different spot, and it was actually kind of nice. Actually, a place to get in the water and swim a little bit rather than just wade.
35 miles inland, and we were finding fossils from sand dollars and seashells and mussels.
There's a side of a cliff that I used to go when I was a kid. We used to climb up, and you could jump from about 50, 60 feet up into the water. The water's about 20, 30 feet deep probably. And now the water's, I don't think it would go over your head if you walked all the way out. And the part where we jumped off of is completely slid into the river.
Yep.
So what it did when it did that is it exposed all this sedimentary stuff underneath. It's full of fossils and things like that.
It's just crazy to think it's 35 miles inland.
Yeah.
But that used to be the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it's got 100-foot redwood trees and...
Right. It's beautiful.
The ocean's 35 miles away.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and down too. It's not even
Yeah.
ocean level. Sea level is far down. It's above sea level. So, yeah, it's kind of nuts. Kind of crazy to think about, to be honest.
It's really cool for nature and, finding fossils and seeing those kinds of things.
And relaxing in a riverbed and enjoying company and somewhat the sun. It wasn't as sunny as it was last week, this week. But
that was nice because we didn't get sunburned.
Yeah, didn't have to worry about sunscreen or nothing either.
No, and on the way home, we hit our favorite little small town, and the bakery was finally open.
Yeah, with their cinnamon rolls.
So I finally got my cinnamon rolls.
We got what? Maple, regular, and blackberry?
Yep.
Yeah, so she's going to have to compare to see which one's better.
Yeah, I've already had one. It was yummy.
Have to compare. You have to.
You have to.
It's a forced thing.
I mean, come on. You got cinnamon rolls in front of you. Who's not going to eat them?
Right.
Whose is better?
I got some lemon cake, so I'm happy with that. That's my thing. I like the tartness of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a nice little day.
Yep, took the son, his girlfriend.
Yeah, my son, not the son of them. The one.
No.
The son
That I don't know where it went. When we were at the ocean, the old ocean, the ancient ocean.
Yeah.
It was somewhat sunny, and then we get back to our favorite little town, and the fog had rolled in, and get out of the car, and almost looks like it's snowing because the fog, the little
it's
fog
crazy.
droplets.
You can drive 15 minutes and be totally different weather. Yeah, absolutely.
That's just the California coast for you.
I guess.
Don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Then we get home and it's fine, so we did a barbecue out in the front yard.
Yeah.
Campfire, cooked some hot dogs, made lunch.
Yep, they're yummy. And then I had to come in and do somebody's war attacks for them because they hadn't done any war.
I'm done. I don't even want to play that game today. I logged in, did a raid attack just so I could keep my streak.
Yeah, she's very pissy with it right now.
It's just something fundamentally wrong about this whole Captain Britain thing. The tool is not even in the game for me to even core, unless I wanted to core his bullshit orbs. There's no way, and yet he's required for something right now.
He's not required for nothing right now.
Well, if you want to get Captain Britain, who then is going to be needed for Odin, who is needed for Professor X, and who knows when the next time he's coming back is going to be.
Well, it's a negative and a negative.
Then you're putting me down then, so,
Another one of those things we've truly said before. So he's not needed for Odin.
Not
he's one of the 6.
But
you only need 5.
You can't tell me.
So.
We'll see. If I don't end up getting Odin, that will probably be the Dunskies. If it's geared and you needed Captain Britain and he's not back to be farmable.
Yeah, it's kind of a shitty deal. I don't disagree with it, but it's a game. They can do what they want. And they went back to the way legendaries used to be, where not everybody got them.
Yeah, and they lost $40 from me this week, so How many others did they lose $40 from? But then
Probably
again,
quite a
how
bit.
many of them whales and krakens bought into all that and have him maxed out right
Yeah,
now?
so they made up for it.
You know? Because they don't care about the light guppy spenders and the little dolphins.
So we had happy hour last night with Taco. Run 7 came by. So did Kingslayer and Baka and Shiro and Ceci. Better Ray Bill was in there. So we had a good mix of those who have quit, being Run, Purple Sticky was there, Taco, Shiro, and those that are still playing, and myself, Kingslayer, Bendable Straws, Baka, even though he hates the game. But I mean, he has people play for him, so I don't think that really counts. And then the in and out now with Better Ray Bill, being he's hit and miss whether or not he logs in. So they're making kind of a joke about it, like I think somebody else has got your account because it looks like you did some activity. Must be refreshing your store. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's the Captain Britain thing was one that pushed a few of those people away. Being Run, Purple, Tana, some other people, even Better Ray, just because of the fact that not everybody can get it, which I understand, but
Which I get. Don't let me get past 5 stars. 100%. Sure. But at least let me unlock.
no.
At least give me some
No, they
shards.
shouldn't unlock at 3. It should unlock at 5, and nobody should get them unless you have them all at 5, and that's the unlock, like the way it used to.
Yeah, but needed them at 5 to get a 3, which I think is where the confusion was with the community manager saying, yes, 3-star unlock. Well, yeah, he was a 3-star unlock, but you needed 5 on the team to get him at 3.
Yeah, it's stupid. The way they did that was stupid. But like I said, the way the legendaries used to be, you didn't get the unlock first go. So
No, but at least you could play and get some
what
shards.
does it matter? I'm still not unlocking the character. What does it matter if I have shards?
Because it made you feel like you were at least gaining progress.
It doesn't make me feel
Like
like
my
you gained
blanket, my
progress.
crochet blanket, how long I've been working on it. But every day I do 2 or 3 rows, it's progress. Is it going to
Yeah.
be done today? No, but it's progress. Every day I can progress towards the
So
final.
every day you might get
blanket.
1 shard of Shuri, so that's progress.
Yeah.
There you go. So there's your progress. You don't need the orbs. The shards don't mean anything if you don't get the unlock. You can have 1, you can have 99. If it's 100 unlock, it doesn't matter. You still didn't unlock the 2. So
Same with like Zem, I was sitting at 50 out of 55 for how
yeah.
long?
So it's no different. It's just a different tune. They call this thing epic. It just leaves a bad taste in people's mouths because it's what they used to do. They went away from it to make it more player friendly, and now they're going back to the way that it was. And so all these people that have been spoiled little brats this whole time, getting everything that comes out for nothing, are getting upset.
And yeah, we would have to rush to farm the tunes. They would have to make them farmable before the legendary event. Sometimes it was a couple of days, sometimes it was a week. So if they were on a node, you'd refresh the node. If they were in a store, you'd refresh the store.
Yeah.
But at least you had a chance and a glimmer of, if I did
You got
X,
12 more days.
I was gonna get Y. How are you gonna get Hank?
I don't
Pour the
know.
shit out of his orbs?
Like I said,
But
you
I
got
can't
12
get him
more
to
days.
5. That
Today's
will
the
just
last
give
day
me
you can
the
core his
unlock.
orb.
Yeah.
So you got
By the time
12
we're
more
done with
days.
the hot tub, it'll be over because it'll be after 5.
No,
Orb will be gone.
it's got another day.
Oh, so it's tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it's the thing is the way they came about it. They just put it out there. It wasn't like a hey, we know that everybody's used to getting these, legendary characters. This is going to be something different. This is going to be something that is only, going to be those people that can get these characters at 5 stars. Now we understand this might be disconcerting to all, but because of the fact that this character is to be so difficult to get, we're going to put another character free to play in a battle pass for everybody to be able to get over time. And if they kind of went at it that way, I think it'd been better for people to
give
be
us a
like,
date.
okay, I get it.
He's going to be vaulted for 6 months, but he will be back XYZ day.
Yeah,
For
and
you
it's
to
going to
unlock.
be, 3 months before the next
Yes.
unlock or something.
Before he's required for the next.
Well, he's not required for
Whatever.
it, but it's going to be
You
before
can't
the
tell
next
me they're not
unlock.
going to gear it for him.
But they probably will. It's going to be super hard, but it's whatever. But yeah, before the next unlock of Professor X or
But
whoever.
you're saying he's going to be vaulted, so that means he's not going to be available until next year. Like this
Well, there's
time next year.
there's no specific date, so
No.
it causes that panic.
Yeah, and they're hoping that increases FOMO and increases spending.
Yeah.
But all it does is piss people off, and now
Yeah.
you lose more than you make.
Yeah. So like I've been saying, like the last month and a half,
I would
their
love to be their
sales are
accounting
shitty.
person.
And the way that they do merchandise, or the way they do their sales, the way they do their branding and their
Yeah.
all that stuff.
And then
is
they
shit.
announced this, and now you get this strike store that when you spend, you're getting credits now that you get to spend at a certain store instead of the battle pass, instead of the
web store.
the web store rewards that you used to get. Whatever
Yeah,
the hell
so
that's
they
called.
use these kids and their MSFGG to get them software to be able to do stuff. And now they're using that same software to do their own thing. And they're probably going to go away from the other eventually and then push them out because they don't want that third party. Which is too bad, but
Yeah, the
that's how
strike
businesses
store.
are.
So now you, instead of getting a set reward, you get to pick and choose, and they don't expire. And yeah, so spend more, give us more, and we'll give you this. Like, dude, how much more greed can you throw in our faces right now?
Well, you think of it as greed, I think it was just business.
Yeah. There's a fine
It's like
line.
saying, like, okay, so this generation now that's going on also doesn't watch commercials, right? Every time a commercial comes on, you get pissed off because you got commercials. So what are commercials? Those are ways for people to sell. It's ways for people to put information in your face that this is what you can do. That's all they're doing. It's no different.
I'd rather watch an ad in game.
And what do you go? You go to
than
every
that.
store. You go to Safeway. You have it just for you. You buy things, you get credit for more things. So the more you buy, the more you get. It's no different
that
than
was
any
already
other. It's
there,
no
though.
different than any other business. The business model is understandable, but the fact that they're changing all the underlying things to make it so that it's really hard for people to be free to play is the part that's.
And now
stupid.
ultra cores don't count. So once you buy the ultra cores, that's the only points you get. And then when you spend them in game, that's not going to count. You only get
It
the
doesn't
credit.
count for anything
No.
anyways.
You only got the credit for buying them anyway.
Yeah, there's no difference. Just one's way to play in game, the other one's way to buy on the store to get tickets for this other stuff. So, and that's because people were buying ultra cores on Amazon and getting bonuses back for that. So they don't want people to get their bonuses; they wanted to use their own.
Right, and Amazon Coin seems to have gone away.
Yeah, so it's just their way of kind of strangleholding or monopolizing the way that the money is spent in the game.
Yeah.
They don't want to share with Google, that's why all that went away. They don't want to share with Amazon, that's why that's went away.
Yeah.
Now they don't want to share with, Toxie and them, so they're going away from their
Well,
web
and they claim Google's the
MSFGG.
one that sets the prices. Like, because I guess British people pay $25 US for something we pay 24 during the conversion rate.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So they pay way more in other countries than we pay here. And so
Right.
they're like, well, how is
Well-
that fair? Shouldn't it be equivalent to $20 US in
No,
our
because
currency?
because what they're doing is when you buy it, they're having converted into US, so they're charging you what it would cost them to convert. And that's all that is. There's nothing
You're paying
crazy
for
about
them
that.
to have their money converted.
It's like when you were with Dorky and he was
Yeah.
sending you money, you had to convert it, so it costs. So you got, 10% less than what actually you were supposed to make, which was next to nothing to begin with. So it's the same kind of stuff. It's all normal. The abnormal thing is the way that they have their communication. Their communication is so bad.
Especially right now. I feel so sorry for Lori because she's getting the brunt end of this, and it's not her fault. It's like she's 5 different people right now.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't be surprised if she's the next one to go unless she's getting paid a hell of a lot of money.
I doubt it.
But
Yeah,
No
according
way.
to the stream last night, this new CM guy wants nothing pretty much to do with the envoys. He is his own thing, and he talks directly to Scopely. He's not interested in doing stuff with the envoys. So that's
No wonder
that's
he hasn't been
different.
posting to Reddit or anywhere. Apparently he's active in the Discord, but only there. Like,
Their Discord, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because that's what Scopely controls. Yeah.
like
So yeah, he's
you don't
just,
play the game.
Yeah,
So
he's
what are you
he's
there
just
for?
a stooge, pretty much. He's not a community manager. He's a manager of the community.
Yeah.
It's a little different. He's not part of the community. He's
He's taking
managing.
feedback back to Scopely.
He's managing the people that are in the community by like, hey, this is what we're doing. Suck it up. But I mean, it's fine. It's fine if that was what it was from the begin with. But because it was so for a while so warm and fuzzy, it makes it seem like it's so scummy and dirty. But the problem was people kept on complaining and they kept on giving in to people. Like, okay, here you go, we'll do this. Okay, here you go, we'll do this. And it's like, they gave in, and now it's finally to the point they're like, you know what, we're tired of it. No, we're not. We're just going to run it the way we want to run it, suck it up, and deal with it, or don't play.
Yeah.
It's pretty much where there is, and a lot of that is the blame is on the MSFPV. Because like I said, when you write them a 40 fucking page synopsis for them to go through on what things they want to change in the game, and you're doing that every month, a company's going to be like, you know what? I don't fucking want to read this shit. Like, this is so much, this is costing us money by changing these things, too. And some of it's asinine,
And now
because
they're
it's
doing
not important.
this graphics improvement that nobody's ever asked for, nobody's ever wanted. Apparently it's horrendous, those that have it.
Yeah.
Can't stand it.
Right.
They can't even play the game now.
Yeah, well,
'Cause
that
they
in
have A/B
different
testing it.
devices, too.
Yeah.
And they have these stupid videos pop up now as pop-ups, and that takes away RAM and shit like that. It crashes your device.
Yeah.
Why?
Like, if it wasn't broke, don't fix it. You know?
Yeah, stop adding all this random shit.
Blitz
You don't need it.
release wasn't broken. It was just, we got too many character shards and they didn't like that, so...
Well, it's because people complain like, oh,
But I
I'm
can't
only at
compete.
5 million
Yeah.
and they're 40 million, so they're going to get more points than me. Yeah, no shit, that's how it is.
Right? You should have breakdowns.
But they complain and complain about it. And so
Right.
they're like, all right, fine, we'll do away with the Blitz releases. And now people are like, oh, Blitz release is so good. Well, yeah, you should have fucking been okay with it back then.
Yep.
Then maybe we wouldn't have this stupid
You'll be okay with
Captain
getting 20
Britain
shards.
bullshit.
You know? 20 shard minimums. I'd much rather have a 20 shard minimum than a 5 drop in an orb that I gotta spend 4,000
5, you're
cores
lucky
to
to get 5. Lucky to get 5.
Right.
1 maybe. Like the orbs that they're doing are horrible.
Well, right now it's, I think, 3 guaranteed, the ones that you spend ISO energy to get.
2.
Is it 2? I thought it was 3 minimum.
2 on the side, I believe, is what
3,
it's 2 or 3, but either way, it's trash.
They are. They're
And
really
those
bad.
you're having to use tons of resources. The ones that they gave out for when you're actually doing the satellite and the Tim Pocket Pussy or whatever the fuck that's called. That thing, like, they were giving you zeros.
Yeah.
You were getting Black Bolt shards. And 0 of the character that you're trying to open the
Which
fucking
they
orb
just
for.
made them so much easier to freaking to get.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's why. They're
why?
like, oh, if it's that much easier anyways, here you go.
Yeah.
Have some shards.
It's just legendary is no longer legendary. It means nothing. That word
The
means
old
nothing.
one. The
It
old
should
one
be
does not
taken
mean.
out. Like,
Yeah.
poof,
The old one
gone.
doesn't mean. It's just another means of unlock.
Yep.
The only reason why they're legendary now is because you use them in a certain section of DD. That's it.
Pretty much. Yeah. And if they're old legendaries,
And even
they're not
Apoc's
even
almost
good.
there now because of the way they restructured that, which is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
when I redid his infographic the other day, I had no idea you could use mutant in 2 sections.
Mutant in 2 sections.
For Rogue and Archangel.
Yep, you
So
can use
you
the
do
same
your
4.
extreme, and you're good to go. Plus, you
Good to
got it
go.
for a raid team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, how much
They made it
easier? And
super-
they're still bitching. Oh, I still need the ISO.
They made it super player friendly, and that's the problem. They're still going to complain because everybody's got to complain about shit rather than just be like, it's the game.
I
It's
feel
what they
sorry
said.
for my
Deal
son
with
because
it.
he just finished. He just got Big Boy APOC like 3 days ago.
Right.
Before it was changed.
That's fine,
He
but
didn't
he's...
have to upgrade those people. He should have just been holding off and waiting.
I mean, there's 2 three characters on those teams
Yeah.
that upgrading is kind of poop.
Dazzler, Phantom X.
Dazzler, Phantom X, and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Those
Well,
are
even
the 3.
Psylocke.
Psylocke has a great
But
ability
Death
with her
Seed
ult.
works good. you
Yeah,
know.
I love
They're
Death Seed
good.
more, and her ult does crazy, how they can give all your
Yeah.
debuffs to the other team. It's pretty cool.
And for earlier raids, Destiny was kicking ass, so.
And you're not going to switch out anybody on Gamma for the leader.
No.
Because he goes to Cabal, because you can't just use the 2-piece of Cabal. Because he's the one that gives the assist and does all the fun stuff. So, yeah, it's the giving into, and they finally broke.
Yeah.
And I called this, I don't know how long ago, saying this is going to get them just to turn on them.
Oh yeah, and
period.
plus with this new company, that's a foreign entity.
They probably came into this like, wait.
Listening.
This company was doing what you wanted as a consumer? Like, we're bending over backwards to make the game around you? Like, no. No, this is a money-making enterprise.
Yeah.
And we're going to try to make money the best way we can. Even though we have shitty salespeople and business practices, we're going to make money the way that we know best. Yeah. And we have other games that have made shit tons of money, and they do it this way, so we're going to try it that way. You don't like it? I'm sorry. The gameplay hasn't changed, which is good. Like, we still have the same stuff. I don't know how long until Battle World, or if it's going to come out, being as it's the new company taking over and doing their new things.
They keep pushing it back. The only thing I would love to see, my only quality of life improvement that I would love to see, is when your toon is blind, put something over the fucking abilities down there that shows it. Because when there's a million debuffs up there, you don't know, okay, who's blinded, who's not blinded. They're all intermingled. Put it down there over their abilities.
Yeah,
or better
put a
yet,
circle.
Put all the debuffs over where the buff is, down in the corner, the character icon. Put all the debuffs right down there. So when it's that person's turn, okay, this is what they got on them. You can see it.
Yeah, and charges.
Right?
Charges, even when you click on to see where the debuffs and stuff are on them, if there's a whole list of them, you don't see the charges. They just go away.
And if it's a phantom debuff or not a debuff.
So you assume that they have charges gone, and you kill them, and then they come back with Zim. You know, it's like, well, shit, I thought the charges were gone on Val. Now he's ulting. It's ulting. They are ulting. They are ulting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that's very true. Yeah, that's a good one. If you just put a circle, a red circle or something over your ability, you know, unless it's an unavoidable, of course. You know, if it's unavoidable, whatever. But if it's not going to do shit, just fucking put a circle over it. Be like, no, blind. Look, you got the little eye right here over your ability. It's saying it's blind.
There needs to be better debuff management. Because, I mean, yeah, they reorganized and made some of them clearer to see. But when you've got 50 or 60 debuffs on these people, especially in Dark Dimension when there's 12 people on the other side, and you don't know who's got what.
Yeah,
like,
or
oh,
you
shoot,
can't
they already
get,
were ability block.
Like I was saying the other day, you can't get to that Zuggs in the back left corner of the Spider Society does in Spotlight because he's so small and he's up there and you can't actually select him.
Yeah.
So if I want to remove his taunt instead of the one at the bottom in order to get to the Val that's up there, you know, then I can't.
Yeah. Those would be my only thing that is just like, and those are little coding things. You know, I get the open all words not coming back. I get it.
It's annoying, but I get it.
It's stupid. I don't understand why it would work and why it doesn't.
You have a times 10, why not just make it a times 100?
Right? Like, no, instead we're going to make the orbs drop 10 times more, but you get less, but more. You get less of a variety.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need 20 of those. I needed 5 of these and 4 of those. Like,
but you can't tell me there's not enough space in the bottom of that screen where you can put a times 100 or a times 50.
Right.
Instead of a 10.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, okay, I want to open 1, 10, or 50. Yeah. Today I'm doing 50. Like, I don't know why that would be so hard. It doesn't have to be an open all. Just times 50.
Right. I don't know. Maybe it's difficult for them and the servers. I don't know.
Who knows? But they added the times 10. I don't know why you couldn't add the times 50. I get that the open all made it so that it was another screen. It went through. It started open. I get that.
It was pinging the server.
But when you're just saying a certain amount, like 50 is better than 10. It's going to save us, 5 times as many clicks. So.
And you've got people who are organizing now. Open orbs at 2 p.m. on the 4th. We're opening all of our orbs. Just go in and open as many orbs as you can. So they're trying to overload the servers that way.
Yeah.
To show them that, hey, screw you. Whether
do they really have something like that?
They try and organize it.
Huh. That's interesting. I never heard of that.
Apparently it was supposed to be 4th of July, but didn't get very much backing.
And then, so the arena changes went into effect. We talked about that last video. I'm kind of curious if anybody in chat has had locked out of the top 10, or if you had issues with that, or if you like it, if you think it's kind of cool. I haven't looked at the messages from the last one, so we'll see. But yeah, it just tell us what do you think about it?
The only video I remember, there was something about Illuminati not being a slouch, but I don't remember.
Yeah, Illuminati on defense is trash. You can New Avengers it. You can punch up crazy with New Avengers. You just gotta have those T4s and Mockingbirds ult and Tigra's ult.
But that might have been before have the new changes come
With
out.
Captain Britain, yeah.
No, but the new ones where they upped because they weren't working.
I'm not talking about Crucible. I'm talking about on War.
Is that only in Crucible?
Yeah, it's only
all
Crucible.
those buffs were changed? I don't know if it was a game-wide. We're doing this because we released yet another team that was broken, even though they're still not looking at Guardian.
Yeah, Guardian does wet noodle damage for somebody who's supposed to have the highest damage in the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you need to look into that, but they're not gonna. That'll help us.
I don't even know what the point of that team was. Like, it's garbage.
Just to make cash.
Just for that raid?
Waste gear.
Okay, so they can auto and sim that raid at 2 million power. But they suck at
honestly, are they all global?
I don't think so.
I know one's bio, one's mutant, one's skill.
I think there's a couple of them that are, but
none of them are tech though, right?
And they couldn't even do the
Yes,
incursion
Guardian's
raid.
tech.
I tried to use them on the boss node of the incursion raid after it had already been burnt, and they couldn't even do it.
So I'm curious, people listening in, do you think Alpha Flight was a way to scalp gear from everybody? Because it's one of each type. Bio, mutant, skill, and tech. So do you think that was just a way to be like, all right, we got to lower some of this gear?
Yeah, people going from Mephisto, we got to,
and we're going to make it so you have to have gear 18 in these raids or you're not going to make it through. So they're more likely to spend on gear if there's not two of the same type of gear type in the team. Yeah, and Wolverine was already up there because of Weapon X.
And so was the Fire Chicken.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm kind of curious. I'm wondering, maybe, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think it might have been this way to kind of grab that. Because, yeah, North Star is mutant as well. So North Star mutant, bio is Squatch, tech is Guardian. So, yeah. So 3 different types. And you already had the other 2 geared up because of APOC back in the day, and Wolverine has been Wolverine throughout time. Yeah, kind of curious. I think that was kind of a grab for gear.
Mm-hmm. And they made this one raid for them out. When this raid goes away and they're out of that raid, they're going to be useless. They don't work anywhere else.
Yeah, they're not a good defensive team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so they are a good defensive team because there's really one counter for them. But everybody has that one counter.
Unless they put it on.
Because if you use anything else, it doesn't win. Mercs win, I guess, but Mercs beat everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess in that sense, they're a pretty good defensive team. But, yeah, they're not worth it.
Well, for one raid to get some Crimson gear for the next couple of months. Then even opening those orbs, I don't get enough out of the orbs we get daily to equip one piece.
I don't think I've opened any of those Crimson orbs in the last 3 or 4 days. You need to go through and do that. I'm probably at a shit ton of them. I haven't been upgrading nobody like that because I have my one team for global that I'm using in DD, and I'm not in anywhere where I guess I'm starting 7
I'm
in my
still
17.
needing city, so I still need 2 tunes for my city.
Yeah, you have a pretty good city squad so far. I don't know, BTS has been a letdown to me.
Yeah.
The letdown, all wides. Like, he's a dark dimension, or dark...
Promo tune?
What do you call it? Dark diamond?
Credits.
Yeah, dark diamond credit tune, and he's just poop. He's just poop. Like, he doesn't do anything. He's easily beatable in war by like 3, 4 different teams when they don't have the specific buffs for the Hero Spider-Verse, but 3 or 4 different teams. He doesn't do anything in DDs other than land a disrupted right off the bat and then die. Like I don't know. He's not great. He's not worth the team, and it's almost worth taking Black Widow and putting with New Avengers and seeing what kind of fun things you can do with her and Ronin.
Yeah, it's just sad because most of the Dark Toronto credits you would think are going to be the tunes you're going to want to take. They're going to be the Apex. You know, look how much you're charging for Black Knight. Like,
yeah,
it's ridiculous. And now Captain Britain, like, fuck.
Yeah, 500 for 1 red.
That you get for free if you could get through the nodes. And then you got
for
a diamond.
1 red, 500.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what is 5 red, 6 red, 7 red.
Well, they were 50 and 60 bucks to buy them, so yeah.
Boy, it's just crazy. It's crazy. I feel bad for those people that spent money. I really do, because it's seriously, he's a 1 mode tune.
Yeah.
He's worse, I think, than Alpha Flight as far as the 1 mode tune. All the Illuminati so far has been pretty shit. Hank is probably the best of the team. I would say even Captain Britain. Hank is the best of the team because he has synergy with just straight heroes. It doesn't have to be anything. So you get the assists, you get barrier, you get offense down beating a churn. He actually helps everybody on your team. So, but man, Captain Britain's, I don't know. I don't have him yet, so I can't see, but every time I've played against him so far, it's been trash. I haven't played Crucible because I don't give a shit about Crucible. That's like, talk about money grab. That's a money grab. Let's just let the Krakens compete.
It's a 1v1 war, you know?
Yeah.
Let them swing.
Should just be called like Kraken Crucible. You imagine if they really just called it that and like just said exactly what it is.
Well, I mean, the fact that that's how now diamonds, the only way to get diamonds.
Right.
The only way to get dark diamonds.
And they keep on upping the price of the diamonds, so even when you do get them in that, you're still running out, so that makes them still want to buy.
And you can still, it's only like the top 100, 200.
Yeah.
You know, you climb enough to get to the platinum, to get there, to get diamonds, and then the next season you drop back down.
Yeah.
Like, you only gain, I went perfect this week and went up, 70 points?
Did you?
But you lose 38 points if you lose a battle.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm going to lose everything by losing 1 round next week.
Right. Yeah.
I only got lucky because most people forgot it didn't start on Sunday, so nobody battled on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you care about Crucible, because it's just going to frustrate you to no end. It really is. It and the Captain Britain are the reason why Run quit. That was his favorite mode, and then Captain Britain, and they made it so you can only pay. So he's like, that's the only mode I care about anymore. Yeah. I'm done.
And you're not going to be able to compete with the people to make the content.
And he knew the writing was on the wall, because if you see Britain, you're not going to beat him.
No.
I mean, maybe
like
2-tap.
Too,
yeah, this is the same thing, but this is something that a higher percentage of people can get.
Yeah, and if you're 2-tapping, you automatically lose, and then you're dropping, and then within 2 weeks, 2 seasons, you're going to be out of the top. You're going to be out of the diamonds.
Yep.
And you're not going to be
able Releasing mode-specific tunes, I think, is the bane of this game.
Yeah.
The tunes, just make them good. Make them where we can use them anywhere we want. No mode-specific things. Stop putting, if this team gets this boost on this, like, that stuff's all bullshit. I don't need the war buffs for the seasons. Just make the rooms do different things as far as overall percent increase, damage. Yeah, I don't need the Spider-Verse gets this and Heroes get that. War Ready was kind of cool. I like that because it makes you spend your ISO to get them up there. But if they called 2.4 something as well, like War Ready, like maybe, like attack mode engaged or something, like and gave a bonus for ISO 2.4 since they have one for 1.4. Like, that would be decent. I'd be cool with that.
5% stat boost.
Yeah, that would make sense to me because it's something that goes along with the progression of the game. But just to be like, all of a sudden, oh, you might have this tune not even built yet, but they're going to get all these buffs.
And they're needed for an event.
Yeah,
a lot of people just unlock Shuri and don't realize her event's going to end. You're not going to get the points for using her in Crucible.
Yeah, because it ends before Crucible starts.
Like, I'm still so far away from that monthly piece. I'm like, not that it matters, because I actually, with what they gave us on Friday, finished the monthly. Thankfully.
Yeah.
That
I got the monthly piece, no problem, but I was spending my ISO.
Yeah. And I didn't, because I had just spent a shit ton to get us to the Crimson Gear and the Alliance.
Well, I spend the same amount whether or not there's an event going on, so it doesn't matter to me.
I hoard my refreshes. If there's an Alliance thing going on, I spend them. Otherwise, I don't spend for myself.
See, me, I do 200 cores a day on ISO, 200 on energy every day. And then right now I'm bank piling my energy, so I've got like 2,500 energy saved up versus my ISO is at 0 because I use it every day because there's an event. And then when the event ends, I'll start stockpiling again.
Well, I unlocked her in my spare bones, so I'm good. I'll level her up when I get Hank, if and when I get Hank. Whenever his event,
that's the way to do it, though,
assumed
too.
he would have been out by now. It's been over 2 weeks since his offers were released, so why the hell is his event not out yet?
Yeah.
Oh, because we don't want people upgrading him and unlocking him to potentially get Captain Britain.
Well, Captain Britain's good for another 13 days or something, so there's no way they're doing that. They might wait till the last minute. That sounds kind of like them. Rush.
Like Monday.
Rush. I mean, that's perfectly, within the scope of what they do. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, pretty frustrating couple days just with the releases. Dealing with her and her emotions with the releases has been draining on me as far as the game. Because I get it. It doesn't bother me. I didn't expect to get him.
I didn't either. But
and I actually spent money on Shuri and Hank.
Yeah, which pisses me off. Like, you fucking spent $100 on these bitches.
No, I spent
just under
65.
Close enough. But it's like the lens, the macro lens I want, cost less than the Captain Britain release to get the tunes to 5 stars.
Yeah, and that's your
hobby. A
hobby.
lens that would be, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is mine.
Like, gets you nowhere in life. Gets you no enjoyment other than a couple of minutes a day, and he's for a Crucible, which you hate.
Okay, so we can't, which is why I'm not a problem with not having them. I'm fine with the 5-piece because it's going to get me Odin. So I'm okay with that. Because I'm planning on pretty much taking them all to 18 at least. So that should at least get me Odin.
Yeah.
But and that's all I'm going for.
With Captain Britain, it's a car payment for someone. A fucking car payment.
Oh yeah, $250.
It's half of someone's rent, by the time you get down to nickel and diming. It's their groceries for the month.
Yeah.
And some of these people haven't recovered from COVID when everything was shut down. They've been on unemployment. They're finally getting their feet back under them. Like,
to require somebody to, with their escape from reality in this game, requiring somebody to spend $250 to get a tune to help them in a mode that might be their favorite mode of the game, is really disheartening to some people that
and
don't
right now,
have that kind of
$80
cash.
a month to buy the passes is bare bones minimum you need to spend monthly to stay somewhat relevant to do anything.
I don't buy the strike passes. I don't buy the strike pass, especially not on every account.
No.
And I'm just as high on 17 as I am on my main in some things. It's just about using your resources wisely is all it is. And a lot of people just want to max things out as soon as they get it.
And it's getting the Crimson Gear quicker.
And it hurts
getting the things quicker. And you see that, this will get me to 5 instead of waiting another 6 weeks for him to become farmable.
Yeah, I have 4 out of my 5 accounts are completely free to play. And yeah, my main is higher TCP, but I also put a lot more time into my main than I do in my other ones. My gold is about the same in every account. Yes, I'm in DD7 in my main and not in the other ones, but I do have 4 characters for both of the other 2 accounts that I care about DD7 on. The other one, I just build what I want to build. And then my beginner account, I just build everything to 85 and stop. So, and that's every tune to 85 and stop. I don't care. So it's just, that one's just for me to have fun with. Same thing on my baby account. I built Hydra to level 100 on that account because I wanted to.
Yeah.
So that's
for me, I'm a Robin Hood, and I always have been. And it just, I don't know, it's hard to stomach some of what they've been doing.
It is.
And the way they've been treating people. It's like...
True.
Not everybody's a millionaire. Not everybody owns a Tesla and can afford to buy a Tesla.
You keep on
Nor
saying
would
Teslas,
you want
but
to.
They're
They're
inexpensive.
pieces of shit.
They're inexpensive too.
Like...
Some of them.
I don't know. Then I saw the bill for the car repair today. Thankfully, we didn't have to pay. But it's like, are you fucking kidding me? They charge $93 an hour.
Yeah.
They're right there. 1 hour of labor costs as much as buying these two tunes.
Yeah, whereas the real mechanic is probably only making 50.
Yeah.
The company's pocketing the other.
Yeah.
Or maybe even 30. Maybe they might use thirds like restaurants
Oh,
do.
I
When you
doubt
go
it.
buy a $12 burger at a restaurant, it only costs them less than $4 to make. I hope you know that. This is how businesses go.
No, I doubt it. I bet they get paid maybe $25. That's pushing it around here for a mechanic.
Yeah, probably.
And the business is
Absolutely.
pocketing at least 50, you know, and then after taxes and everything else.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I was saying 30 just because that's an easy third to do in your mind. But yeah, I agree. It's probably like
it's
25.
just crazy.
And then they probably
And they
have
had
like
it for over a
end
month,
of the year,
and it
like
still isn't
bonus,
finished.
whatever, like
Yeah.
Ryan's company does. End of the year bonus. Here you go. Here's $1,000.
But it's
Thanks
like
for
you
being part
wanted
of
me
our
to pay
company.
$7,000. You had my car for a month. You cost me more than that in rental fees.
Yeah.
At, $100 a day for
Yeah.
30 days.
Yeah.
Like, and it's
Yeah.
still not finished. And we luckily were like, no, we'll take it back. When you get the parts in, we'll bring it back. Because we didn't want to wait another week with the rental car. That's another $700 that they would have to pay for us to have that rental car for another 7 days.
No, they wouldn't have paid. That would have been us.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, because the insurance company said you have to have it done by
Yeah.
Friday. That's what we're paying up until. So it would have been us pocketed the rest.
No, hell no. Like, it's mind-boggling. And then a game, a digital game that costs them next to nothing to make and produce. Clearly they have no QA. They have no testers. You
Yeah.
can't tell me this company's not making bank off this
Bankroll.
one game. It's just greed.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
thrown every day in your face with the leaderboards and seeing all these spenders and go if you want to spend. I really don't care.
Right.
But it's the company that I have a problem with.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah, why do you have to keep on charging more if people are willing to pay what you were okay with?
Right?
It's just to make more money.
I'm
It's
that
not
person
for
that
anything
during
else.
the Depression, okay, I had flour, I milled my own. Who wants bread? Who wants to come over and have dinner
Who wants
tonight?
water pie?
Like,
Who would have thought water pie was a thing? Water pie?
yeah, back in the Depression.
Yeah, look it up. Water pie. That's a thing
It's
that
kinda
they
like the
did.
Sprite pie that TikTok was doing a while
Holy
back.
shit, water pie. I would never have thought of that being
would
a
be me.
thing.
I would be going to bed hungry, but my neighbors would be fed.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. We are like down to nothing. I'll have one hot dog. Everybody else can have like 2 or 3. I do it all the time. Go to bed hungry because I want to make sure everybody else is fed and taken care of.
Yeah, well,
And then it catches up with
there's
me.
there's other reasons for that sometimes too.
Yeah,
Don't
because
just
I'm
go
picky
with
as
that.
fuck and I don't want to eat any of that shit.
Yeah. But no,
only way I'll eat a hot dog is
you
over
are a
an
good
open flame.
person. These are not good people running this. I do
and
agree.
that's where my qualms is.
Yeah.
That it's at the point where I feel dirty even logging into the game because I feel like that even supports them and they don't deserve my support.
Meh.
When was the last time they did anything to give back to somebody?
But Dorky Dad. He just won the Crucible thing, so they gave him stuff in game. And they blasted his name everywhere.
Yeah.
That's something. That gets him more views, that gets him more money.
But like the
So that alone gets him more money. So there
I
you
thought
go.
they
There's
were
something.
doing like some charity thing, but I don't remember. I don't know. Like,
But you know what I mean? Like that's how
Yes.
they are doing. That's giving him money. It's putting money in his wallet.
I don't know. It would be nice when you're making billions of dollars to see some semblance of a charity. Like even the 6-year anniversary, we had to buy everything. We didn't get given much of anything.
Well, here's the other thing. If you want to talk
No
about what have
thank
they done,
yous.
so it's their property,
Hmm.
MSF. They have the right to say no, you can't use our property.
Oh yeah,
So Mobile makes how much?
yeah,
He just bought a what house?
yeah.
So they're allowing him to do that. So you're talking about allowing something. He's basically employed by them, whether he thinks that he is or not.
Yeah.
If the game wasn't here, he wouldn't be making what he's making.
No, he'd be streaming another game.
That he would have to build a whole new
Yeah.
thing from. Yeah.
New following.
That might crash out in a month.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Look at Lord of the Rings. He really wanted to jump into Lord of the Rings, and it's like, that was shit. He really wanted to jump into a Marvel MFR, MRF, whatever that future.
And that was shut down.
This is a proven commodity.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they can do what they want to do. It's like going into Prada or going into Gucci and being like, why are your prices so high? They don't have to be that high. They could be lower. It's because they're a proven commodity. They're a name brand. They're known in the community.
Yeah, and even that, like, I could be heavily sued by them for making that Louis Vuitton mask that I made for your friend. Yeah. Because I destroyed their property and whatevered it. They're suing people for doing that, taking apart their bags and making other things.
It's crazy.
They're suing them.
It's crazy.
Like,
yeah, she made a COVID mask for a friend of mine out of his Louis Vuitton bag.
He wanted me to cut the bag up. I said, fuck no, I am not cutting up a $500 bag. You can bring me the cut up scraps, and I will sew it into something. Yep. But I am not destroying that bag.
And it was awesome. It looked like a Predator mask. It was pretty freaking sweet.
I never did get a picture of him wearing it. But
yeah, I'm sure he still has it somewhere. I'll message him.
Probably.
Yeah, it was pretty damn cool.
Most expensive thing I'd ever had my hands on.
So 2 more things we need to do this video. One we forgot to do. I am drinking my Ace Pineapple Craft Cider, the small can. So it's already gone. It's been gone for a while. That's
he's trying to shoot it in the basket, but his recycling bin's
recycling bin's full.
And I have my non-alcoholic Blue Moon. Because after walking in the river today,
there's a lot of walking.
The ancient ocean. I'm
dog tired. I'm not looking forward to getting out of here. To be honest.
That's kind of why I'm still here.
My legs are gonna be tired. Yeah.
And then we're gonna go in and watch Terminator 2 because we started the Terminator series with the boy.
Yeah, come with me if you want to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it. We're watching the Terminator series. I think number 2.
What's another good series we could watch with a 14?
Yeah,
14-year-old kid.
Shouldn't be 15.
Yeah, we're trying to watch. We just finished Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know action-wise. You don't watch something funky. And I'm not watching fucking Harry Potter, so don't say that.
He kind of wants to watch the Alien Predators and all those.
Do you think that's going to be okay? Like, give us a series. What's something you want to... What would you... If you were a 14, 15-year-old kid right now, what would you want to watch as far as older movies?
Yeah.
What would be interesting?
Series. We need at least 6, because, we watch one a day, one a night.
Yeah, pretty much. But, the number 2 thing we're going to start doing each video is we're going to take a tune from the game, and you are going to tell us what you're going to do to make that tune relevant right now in the here and the now. You can add tags to it as far as going with the team. Just don't add characters to go with it. So in other words, we're not bringing in MODOK to make AIM better. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. That's an obvious thing. But we're saying we're taking a tune from the game and then add stats to it, up their abilities, give them a tag to go with the team that's currently into the game, and then how they would work with that team. Maybe passives, like knocked up a bit, stats boosted up, stuff like that. Maybe a cool ability, something like that. And the tune for today is, wife's picking this one. I went bullseye last one, so this one is?
I want Yelena.
Yelena
because
Belova.
I loved her in the movies. I've hated her in the game. She's trash. And the Yelena Blitz thing when we were doing Blitz and DJ with Sage was one of my favorite ones to make because I made the sword light up and it was all kinds of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to see her
sword, better. So do this. So it's like, so if you're making a tag, if you want to make a new tag, that's fine. But just use 3 characters from in the game now, as if they were going to add 2, but don't necessarily go into who they would add. But like, make a tag or put them with the team. So if you think Yelena, good with New Avengers in some way, good with Infestation.
Something with Black Widow,
Yeah. Like, give a tag, put a team together, let us know what you think. I'm really looking forward to seeing the bullseye ones. And then, we're going to do this every video. Come up with somebody.
I don't know when that was out. I edited it the other day on stream.
It should be out Monday. Yeah. So that's tomorrow.
That'll probably be Wednesday. That's
so this
tomorrow. Today's not Sunday.
Oh, today's Saturday.
Yeah. Don't get ahead of yourself.
I know. I don't want to go back to work yet. Right? I'm like, no, please.
We'll be rushing.
So Monday. So, okay. So this one will be out, Wednesday. So, that'd be cool. And then I got to go set that up, too, to launch on that day, too. I still haven't done that. But anyways, Yelena Belova to stat increase, passives, basic T4, stuff like that. go in the game, look at the things, see what you can change.
Team.
Red room would be kind
Who
of
would all
cool.
be on the red
And then
room team?
and then give a tag and say who currently in the game would be part of their tag, what kind of synergy they would have.
We need a
things
badass
like that.
bitch team. Like I don't. Look at the
A-Force.
girls on this team.
A-Force.
Yeah, they're pretty decent.
A-Force is awesome.
I've slowly started to level them up just because they're fun to play with again.
But anyways, until next time, I really appreciate everybody listening in. Please do a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Tell somebody, tell a coworker, be like, hey, I'm playing this game. Tell your mom. Tell somebody, you know, tell somebody in the community that you talk to, like, hey, come check out Tip Talk. They're pretty cool. I did that the other night. I was self-promoting on Happy Hour with Taco. So, anyways, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for listening in. Until next time, I'm Biz.
I'm Sable.
Peace.